Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing the dash back into the 300 TD. If you saw in the last video, our original dash had some cracks in it. So we have an excellent condition old stock dash right here, and we need to transfer all the vents, pods, insulation, trim work, everything from our other dash. Here is the original dash, so I'm going to detach everything from the original dash and transfer it over to this dash. Now this is going to take a little while, so I'm going to put the camera on time lapse, so it just kind of does it in fast motion, and enjoy. Okay, we have stripped down the original dash that was cracked. Have all the wood trim, glove box, vent connection rings, and here are the internals, and there's the insulation. Now I'll also have the original piece of insulation with this dash, so I'm going to choose, pick which one is in the best condition. This one, actually, the one that came off the car, is fantastic. I'll probably actually put that one back in there. This one's also in good condition. So I have a couple of insulation mats to choose from, but now let's go ahead and get this dash over on the workbench and then reassemble everything.
Maybe Spain, where no one knows your name. Well, a dimming star is burning out. Some stars shine alone. Well, maybe Paris, maybe Rome, don't wanna stay now. Here I am, here I stand.
I just want to stop the time lapse for a minute because I want to show you, this is your temperature sensor. And you see there's a little outlet, and then it connects to this tube, and that tube then runs over to the climate control box. But that's how it reads the temperature. And from the factory, Mercedes always used this foam connection piece. It would connect from the temperature sensor to this rubber tube, and that inevitably deteriorates on every single car. That's a piece that never lasts. And you guys can check under your own dashes. You might still see it sitting there, the tube, and if you touch it, it'll just crumble apart. Well, then your climate control is not going to work correctly. But this right here is, I think that's 2-inch pipe insulation. Let's see. You can just get this stuff at Home Depot. Okay, 3/8 thick polyethylene foam pipe insulation. There you go. Fits 1/2-inch copper pipes. So this is the stuff. Whoops, I forgot this piece. There we go. This piece actually goes on. I was wondering why that was so hard to get on there. There we go. That piece goes there. And then this piece connects the two tubes. There we go. And guys, it's like a perfect fit. There we go. And the way you know if it's the right length is your tube over here is zip tied into the car. And all you do, you just look where that zip tie mark is. And we see there's a mark right there. And we'll just zip tie that guy back down. And there we go. That tube is reattached. And that's how they did it from the factory.
Find yourself or someone else. Yeah, I'm born again. Well, a dimming star is burning out. Some stars shine alone. I've been dancing on a wire now. Stepping out, stepping over the edge.
All right, we have successfully transferred all of the parts from the original cracked dash onto the new dash. And I want to make it a little adjustment to my glove box door once I get it in the car. But right now we have everything attached, but I want to tighten up that gap a little bit once it's in the car. All the wood is reattached. All the vents. We can see the insulation is intact behind it. Got the trim ring. So this came out really, really good. So I got a buddy over here to help me lift the dash and slide it into the car now. So all right, guys, so now it's time to install the dash back in the car. And I have a helper with me. He's going to hold it from this side. I'm going to go over to that side. I'm going to get it in here. Just watch that camera. If I need, do I need to move it? Or
No,
you got
you're
room?
good.
All right.
You're good.
All right. Watch that hose back there. All right. So I'm going to twist it
That way.
Yeah. There we go.
So,
Hold on. You just watch your side there. Okay, hold on. I got a VIN tag right here.
okay.
I got a. Okay. So now, can you go forward a little bit? There we go. Hold on.
I'm about an inch too far my way, right here.
Okay. So I gotta get it on. There we go. All right, hold it right there. We are good.
Yeah, it's still got to go an inch over.
Okay.
There you go. It's in. It's in. All
All
right.
right. I need to go a little farther back. Hold on, hold on.
The vents are lined up. They just need to go.
That's right.
This way.
So now what we need to do
Is pick it up.
well, we got to tuck this under
Yeah.
the lip.
It's just we just need to shove under that piece. I'm not gonna push on it. Any pressure on it. There it goes. I feel it.
Ooh, good. I made some progress here. Hold on, let me. All right. Oh, good. We're like almost in there.
My side is not.
All right, let's trade. Let me show everybody what we're doing here. All right, so what we're doing, you can see there's the defrost vent on the dash, and now we have it seated on the actual defroster, the HVAC box, or the climate control box. And we're trying to push forward so we can get the lip right here tucked underneath the window seal, and then everything will push forward towards the window. See if you guys can see that from up here. Okay, see the window seal? There we go. There's the window seal, and there's that lip. And see, we're trying to tuck it under the window seal. And we got about an inch to go before it seats into place. Just push it down and under that lip.
I felt it.
Boom.
Is it in?
That dash is in. Ah!
Oh, these are on the things too.
Yep, the dash
Sweet.
is in.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, for those of you that were panicking about doing this, you just saw how fast that was done. What did that take us, like 10 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah.
The trick is you got to come in at an angle. You get it around the steering column. And then as you fold it back, you have to get the defroster ducts aligned. And once they're aligned, you slowly push forward while two people are tucking it under the gasket. And that's exactly what we did. And this dash is in. And we know it's in because our mounting brackets right here are lined up perfectly with the mounting brackets on the center console. So I'll probably time lapse this, and we're gonna do everything in fast motion now. All right, man, nice job. All right, guys, as you can see, we have the replacement dash installed. Absolutely beautiful. Some final things I'm going to do now. As you saw in the previous video where I took the dash out, we need to just reattach some items. Like here's the headlight switch. We have the brake release cable, the speakers. I've got to reconnect the duct right back there to the vent. I got to put back in the gauge cluster, and we got to pop back in the switches and climate control, and then put on, you can see I have the steering wheel off for the reinstall. Then we got to put in the under dash panel on both sides, and you guys have already seen all that in the other video, so I'm not going to re-record just putting all that stuff back in because you saw me taking it out. I'll go ahead and do all that, and then I'll come back and record once that's complete. See you in a minute.
Feel the weight, it's coming down. Oh, like a tidal wave crashing down on me. There I go, I don't know, I'm all alone again. Well, the dimming star is burning out, some stars shine alone. I've been dancing on a wire now, stepping out, stepping over the edge. Feel the weight, it's coming down. Oh, like a tidal wave crashing down on me. Feel the weight, yeah, feel the weight, it's coming down. Oh, like a tidal wave crashing down on me, down on me.
All right, guys, we're at the point where we're putting the gauge cluster back into the wagon. But before we do that, I want to change out this original potentiometer or a rheostat. It's a switch, and Mercedes actually still had some of these. So this is the rheostat, or the dimmer switch, basically. And this one is the original one. I don't know if it's working, but these are a failure item. So I want to go ahead and get this one out and put a brand new one in there, because I'm not cutting any corners on this wagon, you guys. It's a 77,000 mile wagon, so it's getting, I mean, hell, we just took the dash out and replaced vacuum pods. Like, this is getting the best of the best. All right, let's see, we'll put that guy right there. And there we go. Brand new from Mercedes. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's make sure that works. That's what a new one operates like. So much nicer. All right, guys, I'm going to turn out all the lights in the shop so I can test all my bulbs before I reassemble certain parts of the dash. Okay, testing the rheostat dimmer. Works perfect. Okay, very nice. I've got all the gauge cluster lights. I've got lights along all the switches here. I got lights on the climate control. Also have lights on the shifter and the window switches. So that's good. Okay, when testing the dash lights, I noticed the defrost switch. This is out of another car. That's just my kind of some test switches. But I noticed the defrost switch right here was not, it was not lighting up. And what we have here down inside the switch is an actual bulb. So we're going to put in another bulb. And then we're going to go put this back in the car. And see if it correctly lights up. All right, guys, we have the dash back in. I just finished putting the speakers in. And that is a beautiful old stock dash. Excuse the glare from the camera light. Here we go. Oh, those are from the shop lights. Anyway, came together beautifully. All the lights are working as expected. You can't really see here in this video. Our center vent is correctly actuating now. All the wood trim is beautifully restored. I spent like 30 minutes getting that glove box to align perfectly. Look at the, it's got a very even, perfect crack around the entire glove box. That was that took some time. I need to put back on the A-pillars, and we're going to go ahead and remove this center wood piece and start replacing some Windows switches because the icons have worn off. Oh, and this switch we need to replace. There's a little bulb inside the defrost switch. I need to order some more bulbs. And we got to put the wood panel back up on here, which is actually just laying over there on the bench. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the dash reinstall. Really, the toughest part, installing the dash, takes about 10 or 15 minutes. You got to have a buddy. Come in from the passenger side, get it around your steering column, tilt it forward and get the defroster ducts kind of lined up. And then you just got to inch it forward until you get the front of the dash tucked underneath the windshield seal or windshield gasket. That's really the only tough part. The rest of it is you just spend a few hours just installing all the little pieces and trim pieces and putting, you know, the 8 to 15 bolts back in there. It's not very many, and it's not too complicated. So hopefully these last two videos I've released will make it a lot easier for you guys to do this. Anyway, take care. We'll see you in the next video.